The Liberal caucus might have been inspired by the end of the Canada Post strike because they can't stop writing letters to the Prime Minister, and no, they're not pleasant Christmas cards. The latest group to publicly call for him to quit, the Atlantic Caucus. We reported last week they meant to discuss Justin Trudeau's future, and Wayne Long, one of the most outspoken Liberals, has posted a letter that was sent to Trudeau after the meeting. Simply put, time is of the essence, and our caucus is of the view that it is not tenable for you to remain as leader, wrote Atlantic Caucus Chair Cody Blows. We're confident that you will accept our request and preserve your legacy. Issues with Atlantic MPs have dated back over a year, and Trudeau tried to smooth some of them over by taking off the carbon tax on home heating oil, which is widely used in Atlantic Canada, a move that was welcomed.
But ultimately, these types of announcements that are being made today is the prerogative of the Prime Minister. And Prime Minister, on behalf of our caucus, I want to say thank you for listening to our feedback, but also showing vision.
Global investors.
Turns out that vision might have been one of the death kneels of the Liberal government. It left a gaping hole in one of the Liberals' signature policies, the carbon tax, which the Conservatives exploited, putting them ahead now by 25 points in the polls. And it's that gap with Pierre Poilievre that has Atlantic and Ontario MPs wanting Trudeau to leave, which, if you add them up, now shows a clear majority of Liberals telling Trudeau he has to quit. The letter also talks about having caucus pick an interim leader, saying they get the ball rolling on that idea in January if Trudeau doesn't quit. But it is important to note there's no mechanism to force Trudeau out. If he's quitting, he has to come to that decision on his own. There's also never been an interim prime minister in Canadian history before, and now would be a particularly challenging time to have one with the threat of 25% tariffs from the U.S. looming over Canada. If Trudeau does quit, the most likely scenario would be for Parliament to be prorogued, a Liberal leadership race would be announced, and Trudeau would leave as PM officially once a new leader is picked, a situation that looks increasingly more likely as more MPs call on Trudeau to quit with each passing day. MacKenzie Grey, Global News, Ottawa.